Welcome to Zero to Profits, the podcast where we help professional-based small business owners scale their businesses and increase their cash flow by at least $100,000 this year. I am Coach Mack, and in each episode, we will dive into the strategies, tools, and tips you need to turn your business into a cash-generating machine. Whether you are just starting out or already running your business, this podcast is here to provide you with actionable insights to boost your revenue, streamline your operations, and ultimately build the business of your dreams. In today's episode, we'll be laying the foundation for what it takes to grow your business and unlock the cash flow potential you didn't know you already had. So grab a notebook and let's get to this money. Felt stuck in your business and you can't figure out why the pieces aren't coming together the way they should? The truth is, most small business owners struggle to hit their financial goals because they haven't figured out one crucial thing: who they are as a business owner. So in this video, I'm going to explain these three things. One, how to define your identity. Two, how your business identity is so important. And three, how having your identity defined can help you increase your cash flow by at least $100,000 this year. Okay, so why is defining your identity important? In order to define this, I'm going to share a quick story with you. So a few years ago, I worked with a business owner named Mary. Mary owned a small event planning company back in 2015. Now, for the first 5 years of Mary's business, her business was thriving. I mean, it went from zero to $500,000 fairly quickly. She was getting booked left and right. Her business was thriving. Customers and clients were singing her praises. She even got featured in her hometown's magazine as an up-and-coming business. Super successful. Now, let's fast forward to 2020. In 2020, Mary couldn't get her sales past that $500,000 gap. I mean, consistently her sales were up, then they were down, then they were up, then they were down. It was all over the place, right? So now on top of that, she was also overwhelmed and she was barely actually making a profit because she had taken on too much anyway by herself. So in fact, it was the point where 2023, Mary came to us because she was considering selling the business because she was overworked and burned out. Now, before we went to the wholesale process, we sat down with her, figured out what was holding her back, and then we realized that the problem wasn't her services, it wasn't her pricing, even the expenses weren't even her problem. What we figured out was her identity. Let me tell you why I'm saying that. It was because she was trying to wear all the hats in her business. She was trying to be the visionary, she was trying to be the manager, she was even trying to be the technician where she was actually doing the services herself. Now, the first thing we had her do, well, she had to make a decision. If she wanted to keep the business or even if she wanted to sell the business, she had to basically decide who she wanted to be in that business. The reason why we had her decide who she wanted to be in that business is because she told us that she really wanted to expand the business and operate in several cities. Well, in order to do that, you can't do everything yourself. So she had decided that she wanted to be a visionary. So once Mary clarified her strengths and she embraced that role as visionary, what we noticed is soon after that, her business took off and it grew. In fact, in 2024, her sales doubled because her time was freed up to focus on growth. And when that happened, that transformation that she started was all because of that decision that she made that she wanted to basically be the visionary in her business. Okay. All righty. So we've heard the story about Mary. So now, how can you establish your identity? There's 3 steps. Let's dive into those and unpack those. Now, first step is define your vision and values. So now I want you to ask yourself 2 questions. So the first question is why did you get into this business or why did you start this business in the first place? This should be your why. And I want to make this point very, very, very clear. So your why should not solely be about money. If you got into this business only because you want to make a couple bucks, I can tell you right now, this is why you're probably struggling. We need to focus on impact. What are we helping others accomplish? The most successful business owners or the most successful businesses, they are impact based. They're helping others accomplish X, Y, or Z. If you are able to help others accomplish X, Y, or Z, you will never be broke. Now, with that being stated, what impact do you want to have on your customers or even your community? Once you figure that out, that is what you need to make permanent. Now, number 2, we need to identify our strengths and our weaknesses. Now, we need to make sure that we are honest about where we're great at and where we need support. So, like for example, if you are a numbers person like myself and you struggle with marketing, well, then we need to own that, understand that, and play to our strengths and then bring in help where we need it. So, for example, I have a marketing person that helps me with marketing. Yes, I'm doing the videos and I'm going to implement, these things, but that's because somebody's telling me exactly what to do. I'm not sitting here trying to figure this stuff out over here creating websites when I'm an accountant. I'm going to help you from an accounting standpoint. I'm going to help you with your forecast, your budgets. That's what I own. That is what I'm great at. I'm not going to sit over here and try to figure something out and waste my time when I can really be making an impact on my customers. So, identify your strengths and weaknesses. Number three, clarify your role in business. You can only be one thing. Either you're going to be a visionary that sets your direction, you're going to be a manager that oversees operations, or you're going to be the actual person that's delivering the product or service. You can't be one of the other. So your role determines where you focus your time and energy. So in my business, I choose to be the visionary. In your business, I would hope that you would want to choose to be the visionary. But if not, and it's okay, if you want to be a manager, or if you want to be the technician, then what you need to do is you need to basically bring on a coach or an advisor or some type of team that comes in with you that helps you set your journey, helps you set your path, so that way you can actually focus on your time and energy on those things that you are great at. So hopefully that helped. Now, why does establish your identity even matter? Let me give you three reasons why establishing your identity as a business owner is very crucial to your success. If you ever want to be successful and get past a $500,000 a year metric, your identity is going to be very, very important. The first reason why is it helps improve your decision making. When you know who you are, you make decisions faster and more confidently because they align with your vision and your values. Number two, it also strengthens your leadership. Proverbs 29 and 18 says, when there's no vision, the people perish, but he that keepeth the law, happy is he. Well, when you become a visionary, or if you're a business owner and you're trying to establish your identity as a business, what that does is it helps give you a clear method and a clear pathway. So that clarity that you're establishing, it inspires confidence in your team, and it helps you build a business culture that thrives. Now, number three, it also creates consistency, which is a byproduct of the leadership and the culture that you're setting. So a strong identity ensures that your customers know what to expect from you, and it also builds trust and loyalty. So, for instance, consistency is crucial in running a business for several different reasons. The first thing it does is it builds trust and reliability. If people know what they're going to expect from you, they will continue to come back, especially if you're giving them value. In addition to that, it strengthens your brand. It also improves your operational efficiency, which by means if you have a team, there are several SOPs that you actually have, standard operating procedures, or even basically it helps with a clear process as to how to make sure customers are served, and that allows you to step away from the business and continue to be the visionary that you always wanted to be. Now, a byproduct of this is, or a result of this is, if you're doing those things and you're being consistent, you will have long-term growth, and basically establishing this culture or this identity will help you support that. So what can you achieve by establishing your identity? Well, the very first thing that you can achieve is you can attract the right clients and team. And notice I said the word attract. If you are running a business strictly for money, most people that run businesses like that, they take in everybody. And what happens is over time, that business becomes frustrating, it's not enjoyable, and eventually they either shut it down, they sell it, or they just move on. If you are able to attract the right clients and team, it helps draws people to your business that align with your values. That business is easy to run and is way more enjoyable. Now, as a result of that, if you are serving the people better than they expect, you can also achieve financial clarity as well. And what that means is not just profits, but the money that you would have in that business would help you to know where to focus your resources and how to grow that revenue effectively. Now, as a result of both of those things put together, what tends to happen as a third point is now you have a scalable business. When your role's clear, you have the right clients, you have the right team, and you have financial clarity, you can step back and create systems that allow your business to grow without you doing everything. That is when you can start growing and scaling that business to where you have multiple $1 million cash flow, months, or multiple $1 million cash flow years, to where now you're building yourself a legacy. Okay, so here's your next step. Take 30 minutes a day to define your vision, list your strengths, and clarify your role. But I don't want you to stop there. This process is a whole lot easier and more impactful when you have expert guidance. So if you need help with this, I am offering you a free consultation to help you assess where you stand as a business owner and what steps you can take to increase your cash flow by $100,000 this year. On this call, we'll identify your unique strengths and we'll outline a plan to make your business work for you. This year just started, so let's get on this now and have the best year ever. Click the link below to schedule your free assessment. I actually look forward to helping you unlock your potential as a business owner and start building the cash flow that you deserve. Last thing, if you are enjoying the Zero to Profits podcast and want to hear more about the topics that matter to you as a business owner, I need you to do 4 things. First thing, like this video. Second thing, share this episode with other entrepreneurs. And third, subscribe to this podcast. And last thing, leave a comment. If you can help me do those things, your feedback helps shape future episodes. So let me know what you want to hear about next. Together, we'll take this business to the next level. So until then, it's coming.